My name's Vanessa. I'm an assistant professor at the Institute of Security and Global Affairs at Leiden University. This is a very tidy country. Admittedly, I had come from the Middle East where things are a little bit less organized, but I was struck by how neat and tidy everything is in the streets, in the villages. Everything is incredibly tidy. That's my first impression. I found my home on a rental website. I was very lucky. It was the first place I looked at, and I knew immediately I wanted to live there. It was very light, and it was exactly what I'd been looking for. Yeah, my neighborhood is beautiful. It's in Statenkwartier, near Scheveningen beach. So I'm close to the parks, I'm close to the beach, which I really enjoy being able to see the sea. The area is very beautiful, like old streets, trams. Trams are unusual to me. We don't have them in the UK, and I love them. I have a local shopping area close by. I can cycle to work in 20 minutes. So you can go running, you know, there's a lot of, it's a very nice, quiet place. There's lots of families in my area, so I can, you know, it's not noisy, there's no traffic, it's incredibly peaceful. And I have a little balcony at the back of my apartment, so come the summer I'll be able to sit outside and enjoy the long evenings, which I love. I work in the Wijnhaven building in The Hague, and my offices are in the Institute of Security and Global Affairs. It's a very upbeat place to work. It's busy. Academics engaging with policymakers, journalists on a regular basis. We have a lot of student activities. So it's a very thriving, energetic environment. I'm busy. I wouldn't say beyond what I can cope with at all, but it's a good mix, a blend of research and teaching. I'm impressed by the amount of attention there is to your needs as a member of staff here. You're able to, something I like about living in the Netherlands, you're able to be quite direct with people and be open and honest about your needs and what you want and what you like or need to change. So yeah, I feel supported. For example, we were offered free Dutch lessons, which I'm still very bad at. Because settling in has taken some time, but yes, I feel supported. I love the cycling. I really love being able to cycle to and from work. I love the fact that we're in Europe. Obviously, being English, I've lived on islands my life. I lived in England, I lived in Hong Kong, I lived in Australia. So being able to just catch a train to Belgium, to Paris, to Germany, I mean, for me, that's amazing. I could drive to Denmark if I wanted to. That's something that you really feel in the heart, in the center. And as I say this as a British person, I feel in the heart of Europe, as a British person who was against Brexit. I really love being in Europe and the diversity of European culture. One of the things I really love, I've noticed, having lived in other cultures, is a European love of books and culture. You notice it even when you're walking down the street. You know, people have their curtains and you see books in their living room. This is something that I haven't seen in a long time, and as someone who loves, obviously as an academic, to read, I love that about this culture. People read. I see people reading on the train and thinking about things and seeing movies in foreign languages. It's very enriching environment. Leiden's been on my, sort of in my eye for a long time in terms of, you know, as a Middle East specialist, I'm conscious that, you know, you teach Arabic here, you have a massive Asian languages center. So I was conscious of Leiden's contribution, large contribution in terms of area studies, which intersects with my work in international relations. And you have an amazing law school. They have a very good international reputation. I think it's something in the late 60s in most of the rankings, which is very high. I know it's the biggest university in Europe, one of the biggest, if not certainly the biggest, I think, in the Netherlands. So there's a lot of interdisciplinary collaboration as well here, and the potential for growth. And I feel able in my job to make a contribution, to bring my experience and add, as well as learn from Leiden. I don't feel everything is static and fixed and can't be changed. So that's refreshing. You know, it means that you put your energy into improving things where you want to, and learning new things. It's not a come here, do this, and do it the same way as we always did it, which I really enjoy. There's an energy. I think even though everyone here speaks fantastic English, which embarrasses me because I don't speak Dutch, is not speaking Dutch. I feel shy about that. I want to learn quickly because because I specialize in the Middle East. I speak a second language, Arabic, already, and I feel blind here, not being able to immediately understand conversations around me. But it's not challenging in getting things done. Everybody, especially in The Hague, they speak English. But also, I think one has to be organized when one comes here. There is paperwork. You have to make sure you have your paperwork in order, because otherwise it's just time consuming, you know, getting it back from your native country or whatever. So those things, you have to be a little organized. Yes, I think they'd really enjoy coming here because it's a very international city. But my advice is to take advantage of the support that is offered, like the international office, who are amazing at helping you with your paperwork and processing everything. And take advantage of the fact that you can, you know, cycle everywhere, that you have the beach, you have the parks, you have the nature, and you have access to the rest of Europe. And take advantage of all the extracurricular activities that Leiden offers in terms of movie nights and public talks and things like that, that further enrich your networks and your opportunity to meet different people. Very tall, very tall. And they cycle in all weather. And they're a curious mixture, to me, Dutch people, of between English and German. The language itself seems to me a sort of mixture between English and German, with a strange letter thrown in for good measure. But also, yeah, relaxed but organized. So not too organized, but not too relaxed. I like that. It's a really nice mix, very open-minded about life in general, which I find refreshing, but organized. I like that. It's a good mix for me, for someone like me.